Alright guys, the freshly rebuilt carburetor is installed. A new fuel pump is installed. I have the fan and a new belt on. I have my gas tank down here, which is run up into the fuel pump, and I have another filter right there. I did just fire it, and it did start off with a 6-volt battery and without any kind of throttle input. All I did was dump a little gas down because it has to prime and everything. So we're probably gonna have to do that a couple times. Unfortunately, it's still leaking from the bottom of the carburetor though. Definitely think my timing is off, but I'm not sure about that yet. It's not pulling any fuel, but it definitely runs. It kind of sucked on this hose a little bit, and I had gotten it up into the filter. It seemed like it was there, but I guess not enough. There it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there. I don't. It's not even that hot. It's like 70 degrees, and I just went like that. That much pressure came out. Shot gas. Got a little bit in the eye, got a little bit in the mouth when I sucked on it. So we're doing great here. Don't see any leaks other than around the base of this, which I'm going to have to address at some point. But, you know. Smoking over here. It's probably coming out of the oil cap. It's probably like blow by. Runs, but not sucking fuel. But that's something I can work with, you know. I wonder if I have to like fill the I don't know. It might help if I had the tank up higher. I'll try any of this at home, but yeah, it's up there on top. Spilled like 20 gallons of gas everywhere. Gravity. Alright, we got fuel coming up. I guess it idles. Air mixture screw didn't seem to do anything. But I'll take it as a win. Like it's running, you know, it's running, staying running, sort of. The radiator does have a hole in it. It's hard to say, there might actually be fluid in that. I'm not sure. I might try to put some more in. Fuel line's leaking a little bit. I kind of want to see if it's charging. I really have no idea if it would be or not. Looks like the choke opened up a little bit. That kind of seems like it might be working. Maybe it's got a little something in here, it might circulate, but yeah, it leaks about a third of the way up down there, a little pinhole. There's another one over on this side. I don't know if you can see it right over there on that side. And then it does leak over here, but I guess I didn't fill it up far enough for that. Or it fixed itself, you know, who knows. I'll get my meter ready here so I can try to test for voltage. Not smoking anymore. The smoke is already cleared up. Probably, not sure why it doesn't seem like it has much of an accelerator pump. It's just kind of falling on its face when I give it throttle. Again, we might have a timing issue. I guess I could try screwing with that while it's running. Turn it back a little bit. At least it doesn't seem like there's an issue with spark anymore. It does seem like it's staying sparking, you know. So I'm happy for now. Okay, it's actually Easter Sunday. It's been a few days. Well, it's been a few days since I had it running. I've been screwing with stuff. I've kind of been trying to like tidy up some of the wiring, just so like nothing shorts out if I try to actually turn the key on. I feel like most of the wiring is stuff that isn't really needed. You know, I mean, obviously the only thing it needs to run is a wire to the ignition coil, which is what I've been doing. I was just trying to clean up some of it. A lot of the cloth insulation is still like okay enough. You know, if the wire wasn't cut, I was just kind of taping up the part that was bare, or in some cases I just taped up the whole thing. Some of this is all lights up here, lights and horn. So I just won't turn any of that stuff on. I did run, this is the hood release, which is completely seized, of course. I did put a wire right there. That's for the starter button inside. The carburetor still has issues. The accelerator pump is not working now. I think the needle and seat sometimes is spilling over. And it's still leaking from right here, this gasket right here. But I had it running pretty smoothly the other day. So I kind of want to, I can get it to do that again. I don't need this one if I'm going to start it with the cranker. I do have a fire extinguisher handy, just in case. I'm going to put a little more gas in my little spray bottle right there, and a little more gas in my lawnmower gas tank. The radiator has several holes in it. Literally everything is leaking that I can tell. This is for the oil pressure gauge on the dash. That fitting is leaking. There's some oil leaking out of the top of the oil filter. And that's because the gasket that came with the new filter was too small. There was something leaking from what's more like just the water pump. So, you know, everything's fine. We're not going for roadworthy yet. We're just going for, I can't stay running for more than 15 seconds. A little bit of sparkling put on, so that way you know the coil is energizing. I guess we'll just leave the choke closed. Let's see if the start switch works. No, it does not. Okay, well, does the key need to be on for that to work? Maybe. This will be the first time I ever turn this key on. Like literally nothing happens when I turn it on. Oh, I know why, because I don't have anything hooked up. Except the coil. The coil's getting power, but I don't even have the main battery cable isn't even hooked up. All right, let me do that and then we'll try it again. I'm just trying to have the bare wires just at least not laying over each other or anything like that. All right, let me try to turn the key on again. Still nothing happens. Nope, nothing. Interesting. Alright, so I guess I still got to do the old school way. So let me hook my jumper wire back up. Alright, third time's a charm. Accelerator pump just falls on its face. It might be the water pump making that noise because there's probably no coolant in there. Don't let it run too much without any cooling system, but it's actually really doing pretty good. I mean, it's hitting all 6 cylinders. That back cylinder has come to life. It's not really smoking like out the exhaust, like that's just stuff burning off the engine. So I'll probably take the carb back off and see why this is. You can see this is just leaking over, and just try to figure that out. We're making progress, you know. Nice little noise it just made. I mean, I guess I could probably put some more water in the thing, but I mean, we can see that it runs. I mean, that's really all I need to know. I mean, I can see everything else is leaking on it. I'm not sure if the water pump was leaking that time or not. I'm going to probably try to figure out if I can do something about repairing this radiator, at least kind of, sort of, so it's not just gushing water out of it. You know, if I could fill it up and the thing can run for 30 minutes or something like that without getting too low, that's good enough for right now, what we're trying to do right now. But yeah, so I mean, that's it. It's running. I have not tried. Maybe I'll try and see if the transmission does anything. I guess that's worth something, right? See if I can get some water in it and see if the transmission works. Yeah, the radiator's even leaking from the front. It's right there, right there, and there was one on the other side, although I don't see that one right now. I wonder if I could just plug some, like, you know, FIPG or whatever. You know what I'm saying. That's what we're hearing. Must have had it in gear, so it works. But yeah, I guess that's what the whining noise was. The transmission was actually going. It's in neutral, so it might just be some static. You know, a lot of times manual transmissions will do that. If they're in neutral, they'll actually you know, have a little bit of, like, I can't think of the word right now, but if they're not on the ground, just up in the air, it'll spin. But at least we know that it works. I don't know if we lost spark again. It's sparking. I think my battery's getting run down, which is a problem because I don't think the charging system is working on this thing yet. This is the voltage regulator right here, which it seems like you can get a new one for like 30 bucks. So I'll probably just replace it rather than trying to fix this one. But I may have to get something to charge this battery up in the meantime. Now, why are you not sucking from the fuel tank anymore? For some reason it wasn't flowing. I think we see what we need to see. The engine runs on all cylinders. It actually seems to run pretty smooth. I think once that carburetor is actually dialed in a little bit better. And we still have lots of little things that could be adjusted. I got to figure out this radiator. Got to figure out a way of charging the battery, and then we got to get into brakes. But it runs. I think it runs pretty good considering how long it was sitting for. So I think it was a win. I don't know what I'm going to do with it after that. I can run and drive it around the driveway or the yard. That's the first step, right? I guess I'm going to end this video here, guys. So thanks for watching. You know, thanks for joining me on this journey of getting this old 70-year-old car running and revived from the dead. So until the next one, peace.